Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to the last candle review of this delightful Monday. If you missed the last two candle reviews, I will list and link those in the description box right below this video. So you can feel free to check those out after this one if you are so inclined. But in this video, we are going to be talking about another new country candle release for this holiday 2023 season. And this is Kringle Candle White Chocolate Cheesecake. Admittedly, I absolutely think that white chocolate is disgusting. I can't stand it. I don't think it tastes anything like chocolate. If you're not familiar, white chocolate is actually just made from the cacao butter, from the cocoa beans that they use to actually make chocolate. So I personally have never thought of white chocolate as chocolate. My mother loves it. Oh my gosh, she will eat white chocolate all day long. And I can remember being a little kid and her like trying to convince me that it's delicious and trying to get me to eat it. And I just was always like, nope, that's gross. It's not chocolate. I am a fan of deep, dark, rich, fudgy chocolate. Not even so much milk chocolate. Like, it has to be like a really deep chocolate scent. So white chocolate, suffice it to say, just does not do it for me. That being said, I am happy to report that I don't think this candle really smells much like white chocolate. But if you're a cheesecake fan, definitely stay tuned. But if you're looking for a white chocolate scent, that's just not really what I'm getting here. And oddly enough, white chocolate, while mentioned in the description, which we'll read through here in a second, it's not at all mentioned in the actual fragrance notes themselves. So let's dive in. White chocolate cheesecake, the irresistible essence of rich velvety cream swirled with decadent vanilla bean and set into an enticingly smooth custard topped with a crisp brulee layer of delicious caramelized sugar glaze. Yum. That just sounds like something that I want to eat right now. Okay, so our top notes here are oats, which way out of left field, right? Like, where did the oats come in? And rich cream. The mid notes are cream and cardamom, and the base is vanilla bean and spice. So what are you smelling here? First of all, it's absolutely coming across as a gourmand. Now, this is cheesecake in the sense of it smells like the cheesecake filling to my nose for sure, but I do not really get like the crust, or like a lot of cheesecake has like a graham cracker crust to it. In fact, I think all cheesecake does. That was a dumb thing to say. I think, have you ever had a cheesecake that did not have a graham cracker crust? I feel like it's always been like a cracker crust, right? I am not a pastry chef. I suck at baking and just cooking, in all honesty. But I do love me some cheesecake. My Oma, my German grandma, oh, she made the best cheesecake. I miss it so much. Anyway, let's talk through these fragrance notes here. So you're not getting that crust note, but you are getting that creamy, rich vanilla bean custard filling, essentially. Now, I also get maybe like a cream cheese. You know how oftentimes cream cheesecake comes with like the little swirls of it's not buttercream. It's usually like a whipped cream or something like that over top. I really do smell that. In terms of this rich cream and the cream notes that are mentioned here, yes, this is a very creamy, gourmand, filling type fragrance with the vanilla bean for sure. It is definitely a vanilla bean, not a French vanilla. And there is just a touch of like, maybe like a little tiny dusting of nutmeg, maybe the tiniest bit of cardamom as well, but it's not super cardamom heavy. But my nose definitely picks up maybe some, like a hint of like nutmeg or something else. Just another type of kind of holiday spice type note, but it's not heavy. Really, the focus of this scent is that cream cheese custard filling with a delicious vanilla bean base, sprinkling of spice. There are no oats to be found here. Like, I don't smell anything that resembles oats at all. So if that is scaring you off from this scent, I would say you're pretty safe. And again, there's nothing here that says white chocolate to my nose either. White chocolate, because it is made from the cacao butter, it has kind of a sweet, creamy milkiness to it, I guess. And in that respect, maybe you could be getting that from the cream notes here. But I mean, I don't think this smells like the white chocolate that my mom loves to eat. Yeah, it's more of like just a generic kind of creaminess. Generic, not as in like it's bad, but like it's familiar, right? I think this is a really great one. I have to say though, I don't personally think of Cheesecake, even if it does have just a touch of like cardamom or nutmeg or whatever in it, it doesn't really seem like a holiday dessert to me. You know, things like Stollen for sure, or I know a lot of people talk about like holiday cake or like a hummingbird type cake that they eat during the holidays. I've never had that, by the way. But yeah, for me, like coming from Germany, like the fruit cake, the Stollen, stuff like that, like those are the types of desserts that I'm kind of used to eating during the holidays. Cheesecake has never really been one of the things that I ate like specifically at Christmas. So that being said, you can certainly find cheesecake any time of year, so I don't think it has to be for a specific holiday, but I don't know, typically I tend to eat it more so, I guess, in the spring and summer, and I like it topped with like strawberries or blueberries or even like a raspberry puree. Oh God, that sounds good. I could definitely use a slice of cake, and since it's my birthday today, I will be treating myself to a slice of cake later on. So, but not one that I made, because again, I am not a pastry chef. Also, I'm not buying myself my own birthday cake. We're going out to eat later on, so yeah, I'll be ordering that from someone who's actually a pastry chef. So anyway, you guys, in terms of strength and throw, I think this one's a pretty solid performer. I would put the strength of this at almost, I would say, a 7. It's just about there. Not quite. So let's say like 6.5, 7. There's a little bit of fluctuation. The throw is probably more so like a 6 than a 6.5, 7. It doesn't travel super far, but it does kind of start to like, you know, travel outside of the area where I'm burning it. Honestly, the country candles, when they get past the halfway point, I do have just a slightly harder time getting those to give me the same strength and throw. But I think it's also that this opening up here kind of tapers a little bit. So as you go down, it's just naturally going to diminish a little bit. I don't find that the same happens with my regular soy 2-wick candles from Kringle. I'm not sure why that is, but the country candles do seem to taper out a little bit as I, you know, get lower in the jar, whereas the regular soy candles stay a little bit more consistent. I would love your guys' experience with that as well, so definitely let me know down below if you notice a difference in terms of strength and throw as you go down either the regular 2-wick jars or the new country candle soy jars. But yeah, overall, a definitely decent performance from this one. I don't think that I'm gonna repurchase it myself. And by the way, this one was sent to me in PR, so I did not pick this one up myself. I didn't pay for it, I guess you could say. I am an ambassador with Kringle, so if you would like to pick anything up from Kringle, either from their regular soy line or from their country candle line, you can use my discount code MELANIE15, and that should save you 15% at checkout. So, but anyway, I would love to hear your guys' take on this one, whether you've picked it up in the full-size jar or whether you have just gotten the daylights or the wax melts. Let us know what your experience is with this one in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a big fat thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.